bro. Niggas don't hate on me, bro. I started the fucking movement, nigga. Don't you ever forget it, nigga. We still dripping out the sauce, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Hey. I feel like I'm 21 savage. I keep a bad bitch, always by my side. Never catch me with an average. Spend a lot of cash, coming back like it's magic. Niggas sneak this and Skies ain't really with the rapping. Skies got his clout up, he finessed about the check. On God, I be grinding like I ain't got nothing left. I'm a ball on these niggas, middle fingers to the ref. And I smoke the loudest pack, think a nigga going deaf. Bustin' jugs, got my bread up just to make ends meet. Mama told me stay inside until I walked out in the street. I don't really say too much, I just let the music speak. I'm a beast off the leash, plotting on my enemies. Yeah, fast life, fast car, drift, good weed, taking off, lift, slow it down, drip. Fuck you, I don't owe you shit. Fast life, fast car, drift, good weed, taking off, lift, slow it down, drip. Fuck you, I don't owe you shit. I feel like Ice Cube, today was a good day. These niggas straight actors, gotta watch them Blu-ray.
Hey, what's good YouTube? It's YoungPrecise here, back at it with another video, and today I'm bringing you guys a beginner dribble move tutorial. So I've done a lot of like advanced dribble move tutorials, ones like these, the momentum behind the backs, and the momentum spins and stuff like that. And a lot of people have been requesting very basic things, people who don't have 87 ball controller, things like that. So that's the reason I am making this video. Couple things I want to say first is that if you want to dribble like me, you have to have the same animations as me, obviously. So I have a video of all the dribble moves I use, so I highly recommend you go check that out. That will be first link in the description. And the second thing is, one of the most important things is that your controller settings are right. You want to make sure that your pro stick orientation is on absolute. I think in 2K19 this year it is on absolute automatically. Just make sure it's not camera relative, make sure it's absolute. That's just like one of the very basic things about dribbling. So this video is going to be extremely basic. If you know how to dribble, you don't have to watch this video. If you don't know how to dribble and you don't know where to even start learning how to dribble, you don't know anything about it, this is the video. And the only reason I'm making this is because a lot of people have requested it. So the first thing, the right stick is how you do dribble moves, and you move with the left stick. So right stick is how you do them, left stick is how you move. To do a crossover, you're literally flicking the stick left or right. If it's in your left hand, you're flicking it right. If it's in your right hand, you're flicking it left. That's how you do a crossover. To do an in between the legs, you're just holding R2 and doing the crossover. So it's if it's in my left hand and I want to do in between the legs to my right hand, I'm holding R2 and flicking the right stick to the right if it's in my left hand. If it's in my right hand, holding R2, flicking the right stick to the left. If you're running up the court and you want to do them, it's literally the same motion on the right stick while just pushing the left stick forward because you're moving forward, and then doing the crossover, flicking the right stick. It doesn't really take much at all. So if I wanted to do it in between the legs, I'm just doing that, holding R2, and I get that animation. If you don't have my dribble moves on, your animations will look different, but all the controls are the same. Now behind the back, it's just literally flicking down on the right stick. The right stick, just flicking down, and you'll do it behind the back every time. Obviously, these dribble moves aren't really effective, but they're very basic ones. Like a momentum crossover is basically just a crossover and you're sprinting out of it. So that's how you get more advanced with the basics. Now, one thing I see a lot is people don't know how to do a step back. And by step back, I mean this move right here, where I'm just like where you're just running and then you bring it back. This, you're just flicking the right stick while moving. So if I'm moving left, I'm going to flick it left. If I'm moving right, I'm gonna flick it right. And usually like right here I'm sprinting. It doesn't matter if you're holding R2 or not when you're doing it, you're just flicking that right stick the direction you're going. I'm running right, I'm gonna flick the right stick right. And you gotta be on like certain parts of the court. So like right here it works, right here flick going left. You're just flicking the right stick whatever way you're running to do a step back. And your step back will look different. Obviously, once again, if you don't have my dribble moves, go get those if you want to be able to dribble like me. If you don't, put whatever you want on, it's up to you. But these are just how you do the very basics. To do like a more exaggerated crossover, you have to click, you don't have to click, you have to flick the stick like twice. So it's in my right hand, and if I want to do like an exaggerated crossover to my left hand, I flick the right stick to the left twice, like this. Just twice. If I'm going back, I'm flicking the right stick to the right twice. You're just flicking it twice. Not back and forth, just one way twice. You can kind of do a hezzy with it if you just do it to your ball hand, but if you do it to the opposite hand, it does that dramatic crossover. Now, like I said earlier, if you hold R2, you'll do it in between the legs. So if you hold R2 and flick the right stick one way twice, it'll do it in between the legs exaggerated crossover. A lot of people don't know this because it's new to 2K19. Like, it wasn't like this last year. So if you're like doing a bunch of dribble moves and you're comboing up, and you can just like, you're bouncing around the screen, this move is really effective when you're bouncing around the screen. Because like your defender thinks you're going one way, you do that to the other way. It's kind of like Elite 3 from last year. Very effective move. Another crossover type of move is just a double crossover. This one I have on is Ty Lawson. You're flicking the right stick to the opposite ball hand and then back. Just as like really quick. So it's at my right hand, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's a double crossover. If you know how to do a crossover, you can do a double one. It's not hard. You can do that up the court too. It'll just do your crossover twice. Hold up. Let's see if it lets me do it. There. You see. Double crossover running up the court. Alright. Then you also have a between the legs, behind the back size up, and a between the legs size up. The one I have on is Steph Curry. So this is Steph Curry's in between the legs. That's just a double in between the legs. So it's a double crossover holding R2, flicking it back and forth quick. And then another one, this Steph Curry move right here that you probably see and you don't know how to do. You're just... So it starts in my left hand. I'm holding R2, doing a crossover to the right to do that in between the legs, and then I'm flicking the right stick down without holding R2 to do the behind the back. Or you can hold R2, it doesn't matter. See that one I messed up. You want to let go of R2, and you'll get that Steph Curry animation right there. That's really good to bounce around screens, and that's a really good move. That's why I use it. Gets you wide open. And the last one I'm going to show you is the double behind the back, and this is just flicking down on the right stick twice. I got the Jamal Crawford on right now. This is a really good move. It just gives you a lot of space. So all these moves I showed you how to do, not the momentum and stuff. I have videos on the momentum. If you want to go watch that video, I got a whole playlist of more advanced dribble moves, but these are just the basics. So once you take all of these into account and you know how to do all of them, you can like bounce around screens, ISO, a bunch of different things to get open. It's mad easy. You just gotta practice. So like I said, there was a lot of requests for basic dribble moves for new beginners. That's why I made this video. If you want to see any other dribble tutorials added to the playlist, added to the series, let me know in the comment section down below and I will drop more dribble tutorials, whatever you guys want. Also just want to say thank you guys so much for 1 million views. I just passed that and I'm about to hit 8K subs as I'm recording this video, so probably when it's up I'll probably be there. Just thank you guys so much for that. The support recently has been crazy, and yeah, it's been YoungPrecise and I'm out. Peace.